Camping in the house.
That looks really cool in the background. I like all the like little robo fire Leos.
I don't like that. That's not promising.
No. If I remember correctly, this is like the last like real big thing of the game before the final boss. Is just this like room of nonsense.
Oh, speaking of nonsense.
Yeah, that looks actually really good in the background.
It looks cool, yeah.
Cool like parallax scrolling.
Whoops.
Also, that's cool because the game doesn't do that, like, that kind of angle often enough.
Yeah.
I would assume the game is a lot more liberal, or more conservative, I suppose, with the real meals on higher difficulties.
Has to be. Because I've seen more.
Yeah, I've seen more in this level than before. See, I didn't know you could attack them from the front.
Not recommended, but it's just where they throw everything at you.
Pretty much, yeah. I mean, this is, I think, one of the best final levels in a video game. Because it just feels like you're at the end, you know?
Yeah.
Because like you said, they are just throwing everything at you. It's a cool-looking area that's different from anything we've seen in the game so far, and the music's real good. I wonder if you could break that. Oh, tell him.
Short legs.
Yeah, Joe's body proportions don't really make a whole lot of sense.
He's anime, so his head kind of works. Oh boy.
I've been rewatching Evangelion, and I think this is funny because this is something that like we've made into a thing, which is that there's an episode early on where there's like a competing mech being made by the like Japanese or U.S. government to like rival the Evangelions.
Yeah.
And it's called Jet Alone, and it's like red and white, and it's really just not very good. And apparently Hideaki Anno, the guy who did Evangelion and is doing the new Godzilla movie, has always been into those kinds of like I think the technical term is a tokusatsu movie.
Okay.
Which are like the people in big, suits movies.
Yeah.
So Jet Alone, this really terrible robot mech, was named after Jet Jaguar.
Ah, so true.
And it's actually a combination of both of his names. His original name was like, I think it was something like Red Alone, I think. And then, Jet Jaguar, so they just named him Red Alone, which I think is...
That's pretty funny.
And it's just another one of those things where I go like, yeah, I think Shin Godzilla is in pretty good hands.
Cannot wait.
And apparently it got like amazing reviews.
Really?
And like not even Final Wars, which is a movie I really love, got very good reviews over there. So I'm hoping for something pretty fantastic. Joe kind of looks like Jet Jaguar.
Don't you say that.
Just instead of the thumbs up, he gives that stupid VJ sign. Can you do it again? It's kind of like Spider-Man. Wait.
Here. It's middle and pinky.
Hold on.
Yeah, you gotta think about it.
Because it's... Okay, yeah, no, it's... you just get rid of your ring finger, I think, because V and J. Oh, that's what you're supposed to do. Oh, no, maybe not. Because I remember this part would always take a while for me. Oh, no, it doesn't. Okay, no, that is what you're supposed to do.
You gotta speed it up.
No, I meant, like, stand on that. Because what I would always used to do is just jump. Do what you're doing now, essentially.
Yeah.
I would never even think of standing on that. Just wait. There you go.
Give me that.
God, this last level has such good music. Do you keep skipping the thing or not?
What thing?
Like the score.
No.
Also, this part is another one where you should just ignore the enemies and focus on the Star Destroyers in the background. Because this part is really stupid. I think this is one of the worst parts in the entire game, if I'm being completely honest.
Oh my god.
What does that say on the side? It's something best something planet.
What the hell?
I don't know if those lasers can hit you. Yeah, this part is really dumb, and I always forget about it before it happens.
It's kind of an interesting thing, but...
No, you have to keep doing this.
Oh, I know. I'm gonna take out Gorilla Grong here.
I think they keep respawning Gorilla Grongs. Even the thing you're standing on looks like a Star Wars thing.
It does.
It's pretty much alive.
Lasers can hit you.
I seriously am still astounded at how good this game looks.
Oh, yes. Vamos.
Did you get hit
What?
again?
You gotta do it, like, faster.
You have to do it 7 times.
Oh, that's dumb.
It started off with 9, which means, to quote the Teen Girl Squad, I can do it! I can do it 9 times!
Oh, I'm sorry, why did you quote Teen Girl Squad?
Because... email... Tunes!
Cowboy Toys!
Downloads!
The email!
Why did Bert find that so funny the other day?
Probably because he was at work and nothing else interesting was going on. That gets spoken a lot in our friend group, though.
Email...
He's quite the character. That's how I feel about Beautiful Joe.
What a silly character. You know, this year, like within a year, oh, it says Bust a Planet. Capcom will be releasing a game in each of my favorite franchises of theirs, being Dead Rising, Ace Attorney, and Resident Evil. So there's like a small glimmer of hope where I'm like, maybe they'll surprise us, so put out a Viewtiful Joe game. That'd be pretty cool.
I'd be so happy, but I don't think it's gonna happen.
I doubt it'll ever happen. This part isn't bad. I mean, it's... If I had to pick between doing this or tearing the Star Destroyer out of the sky from The Force Unleashed, I would rather do this like 9 times.
I don't even know what
Because
that is.
I can do it. I can do it 9 times. I can do it. Looks like I'm gonna have to jump! That was not anything close to what Strong Bad sounds like.
I was kind of close. I knew who you were going for.
But because it's alright for tonight. Riding in a Corvette and feeling alright.
Alright, now it's getting worse.
checking my email. Why didn't they ever do like the Homestar emails? I think there was like one episode of Strong Bad Emails where he did it, but or at least instead of having Homestar say email on the homepage, why did Strong Bad say emails?
That's true.
Come on, the brothers.
Yeah, but it still created the funniest thing ever.
Pretty much did, yeah. Please don't die here. Darth Vader's on that one.
So true.
I've honestly wondered if Star Wars is even as big anywhere other than like America.
Oh, I absolutely believe it is. I'm surprised this is a movie they haven't done a documentary on, like, oh, Star Wars in Japan.
What do you mean?
Like, there's a documentary about, like, how different cultures react to heavy metal and how different cultures react to food, and I'm surprised they haven't done one for Star Wars.
Yeah, I guess. Maybe try and fast that. Oh, there's another one?
Another one.
Another one. Do those hurt?
For you?
They really do, they?
For the lasers?
Yeah. Oh, apparently they do.
Cut!
Another one. Oh, wait, I think that's the Death Star, actually.
Kinda.
Oh, no,
It's
maybe
like
not.
Short stack.
When it's zoomed in, it kind of looks like half of the Death Star. But I guess it's not really.
That would be copyright infringement. It looks like a Trade Federation ship.
Well, you know what? If Sonic can have the Death Egg... Don't get hit by anything, that's gonna half your health. But I think this is the break in the level anyway, so it doesn't really matter. Punch it around.
I didn't deserve that.
Yeah, I wonder why you got a crap, because it wasn't, terrible.
Oh, hello.
Now, I don't remember, but I feel like they're gonna throw more than one of those at you. I hope this ends up being more difficult than the final boss. I wonder why only Leo got a robot made of him.
He's the most powerful.
Okay, yeah, that's a good point.
Think about, from the gameplay point of view, it's like, they'll take the best boss up to that point and make a robot out of him.
Yeah. But he's not even, he's not even sort of comparable to the actual Fire Leo.
Yeah, no, it just kind of looks like him.
Yeah. And he's got a Ghost Rider thing going on with his face. Did the normal Fire Leo have? Well, okay, I guess he kinda did. Also, he kinda looks like Five Nights at Freddy's.
I do see it.
Well, it's just because he's an animatronic tiger
Oh,
lion.
I see it.
And he's infinitely more scary. Because he's an actual threat.
What more have I to fight?
Dad.
Captain Dad.
America.
Captain Dad Sparrow. Yeah, I love Tortue Dad. I remember this being particularly annoying.
Dad's New Land.
Dad's Knee Land. That's something special.
Oh, this is timed. Fantastic.
My favorite.
Oh, okay, it just looks like you have to just beat the men. And women. Tell them.
Do you show me a dad?
Okay. Do you show me a data? Data. My favorite Star Trek character is Data. You know what? I just noticed the chickens above their heads when they get dazed.
Welcome to the last level.
Yeah, right? Oh, he dead.
Yeah, I am!
That doesn't make any sense.
Suddenly we're in Ninja Turtles.
Yeah, right? Oh, there's a Resident Evil sign. I mean, Biohazard.
I don't get it.
I don't know. I like the sudden butt rock soundtrack that this game has gotten.
It's been butt rocky the whole time.
Not really.
That's my favorite Stallone film, by the way.
Butt rocky? You have to beat the enemies.
Where they at? No.
I don't know. Can you go in that?
Not for long.
Your worst nightmare, butthorn.
Ta-ta, Turtle Man!
I like watching you fight these guys for some reason. I don't know why. I think it's just their pattern.
Yeah, it's the finesse of the pattern.
Yeah. The Wraith finesse of the pattern. What's happening? Woo. That's called the woo.
Hey, if you look up in the strategy guide, which I have.
Yeah. Do you still have it?
Probably. I don't think it got destroyed in the flood in my basement, so I might still have it.
Because I like looking at old old gaming magazines and just strategy guides, just because I think they're funny.
Yeah.
This looks like a Metro.
I know the one that I have that I'm going to keep forever, Soul Calibur 2, because I'm going to go back and beat that game to the degree that I did one day. So apparently it's Soul Calibur's 20th anniversary.
Yeah, I saw they made a bunch of Facebook posts. They seem like they're teasing something.
I know.
Because they made a picture of Ivy's foot, and I don't. Hopefully
everybody's favorite part of Ivy.
Yeah, the most memorable part and biggest part of Ivy's design.
Yeah, her foot. It's the corns, really.
But are they?
Well, let's see. The last Soul Calibur came out for 360.
Yeah, I mean it's been a while for sure, but I don't know if they're actually gearing up for a new one or not.
Honestly, timeline-wise, it makes sense.
I would hope so.
We're how many years into this console generation? 3 or 4?
Quite a few. I think you could stand on the edges of the vents, or maybe not. No. I honest to God do not remember this part at all. Or at least there's not as many enemies.
They're probably going to be sea amenities.
Yeah.
It's going to be these guys, yeah.
This doesn't look annoying at all. At least you got yourself a good amount of V-film. It's the last level and I still don't know if that's actually what it's called. Also, I don't think you've actually successfully dodged an attack once.
Let's go back and watch the videotape.
I can't, I've already returned them.
Alright, Patrick.
But honestly, have you ever seen The Fighter?
No.
That is, I think, Christian Bale gives one of the greatest, performances, not only of his career, but just in movies in general.
Really?
It's so good. And it's really unfortunate because it's sandwiched with Mark Wahlberg, who gives one of the, for him it's a good performance.
Just adequate Hollywood.
No, not even adequate. It's just bad. For him it's good, but for anyone else that's it's embarrassing. And I don't know if it's because I've watched The Prestige, which is another really good Christian Bale movie, and I legitimately think he is the greatest actor ever. And in that movie, everyone else just looks like they're a garbage actor. Scarlett Johansson and Hugh Jackman just look like garbage compared to him.
By the way, the thing here is that after the time limit, you get damage from the smoke. So.
But yeah, in the Prestige, it's if any other actor has a scene with Christian Bale, just assume he's gonna make them look like trash.
Unless it's a Batman movie.
Yeah.
Oh, great.
Honestly, this seems like it's gonna take quicker than the last part.
Yeah.
The only actor in The Prestige that comes out looking as good as Christian Bale is David Bowie, only because he doesn't have a scene with Christian Bale. So there's nothing to compare him with.
By extension.
Yeah. The only person that David Bowie has to work against in acting in that movie is Hugh Jackman and Andy Serkis, neither of whom I think are like spectacular. Mm-hmm. So he looks...
You don't like Hugh Jackman?
I like Hugh Jackman, I just don't think he's a very good actor.
Interesting. Viewtiful.